What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. In today's video we got two nice RCs here. Alright, we're gonna compare them side by side. We're gonna take a look at these babies and see what this is about and this is about. How hard is this to work on, and how complicated is this? So we got two nice trucks by two different companies. Okay, so this one over here, I bashed the crap out of it. So to work on this, it's not so difficult. And I broke a $10 control arm so far, and I bashed the crap out of it. Okay, so if you look at these both of these trucks, they're pretty much similar to each other. And let me know if you guys have one of these and how you feel about it down below in comments. So they're pretty much similar in length, size. But, however, this thing right here is built as a scale truck. So this is built as just a real one. There's a real one out there of one of these. Same exact thing. It's like a replica of a real truck. This over here, we could say, is just an RC. It's made by Arma. This is Traxxas. So, if you take a look at these two trucks, so this one, I got wheels on it, but these wheels do not belong to this truck. And these fit on my UDR, Traxxas UDR. They have pedal tires. So this is something that you can find for this. For this, I have not found any pedal tires. And sand tires, whatever you want to call them. Anyways, first, we're going to push this baby away. We're going to bring this baby front. And we're going to take a look at this. So, we're going to look at the suspension first. So if you look at the suspension, this is a four-wheel drive truck. So in the bottom, you got this nice setup here. And in the front, it got an independent suspension. In the back, it's a solid drive shaft there. So that's the difference between these two, front and back. So if my phone's ringing, ignore that. If this truck was to roll, if you make a sharp turn, it is not going to try to roll from the back, but the front, it will try to lift up right and left, but the back just stays solid, but the body does move. Another feature it has here is it has two extra wheels in the back. It is an expensive truck. It's almost like an $80 truck here. Okay, it has two extra wheels. They're real wheels. You can take them off and put them on the truck if one of your tires fail. And shocks. If you take a look at, you got two shocks on each axle. Four shocks if you want to call this an axle. Two shocks here, two shocks on the opposite side. So it has 8 total shocks. Two in the front spring loaded, two in the back spring loaded, and then you got the other two in there. But anyways, now we're gonna talk a little bit about other vehicle. Okay, suspension wise, we're gonna take a look at this little guy. Okay, so this little guy is also a four-wheel drive. Okay, four-wheel drive. It has an independent suspension, shock on each wheel, and same thing in the back, independent suspension. And when this thing rolls over, I seen it. I drove the crap out of it. It does roll over. It does tend to tip over a lot. This one I have not driven yet, but I'm gonna get that. We're gonna take these babies out and we're gonna compare them side by side, one at a time. We'll launch them. We'll do launches. We'll do turns. Sharp turns, see how they react. Anyways, so it does have independent suspension. It's a four-wheel drive, and that's about it. And the only thing I broke on this guy was in the last 2-3 years was just a one control arm. I think it's this lower control arm here. That's the only thing I broke. All right, so enough said there. Now we're gonna talk about the system inside. They do make another one of these. It's called the EXB Mojave EXB. This is a Mojave and this is a UDR. So EXB does not, it's a roller, it does not have any electronics, so you're going to need all electronics, motor, pinion, I believe it might come with a pinion, or no, spur it might come with. You're going to need a motor, ESC, receiver, transmitter, controller, everything. You're going to need everything there. Batteries, you're going to need it from both, obviously. And this thing, if you get the EXB, might cost you like $14 or $15, but this thing is like about $500, and then it's ready to run. Okay, this one is ready to run. They both are ready to run, but this one is almost like $800. So This one has LED lights. It has an LED bar here. and it has 2 LED bars in the front. So 2 LED bars, 1 LED bar. All right, so that's that. Okay. And now we're gonna talk about body. Okay, they both look similar to each other, and but this body is held in by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's like 12, 13 screws on this baby to take this baby off, just to take the body off, okay? Why would you take out the body? To access the maintenance or maybe the motor or ESC. So to get to the ESC, you're going to have to take out the body, and you have to take off 12 screws just to get the body off. And yet after that you got the cage. The cage is still there. Then you have to remove the cage. It's a hassle to get in this baby. To get into this baby, you just pop 1, 2, 3, 4 clips. Let's see if I get this one off. 4 clips, and guess what? You got the body off. You want to work on the motor? It's right there. You want to work on the ESC? It's right there. So this is the motor. You got the servo. You got the receiver in the box here. This is where you put in the battery. That's how simple that baby is, okay? One thing I want to say about this is very easy to work on, okay? Aren't any Arma, like this is pretty much built like a Typhon or a Creighton. They pretty much got the same setup for all of them. Everything is so simple. You have access to everything right there. It's up front in your face. And you put in the battery. So to put in the battery, you do need to take out the body, and then you put the body back on. To put the body back in, you just simply slide this on and align the body posts and put the 4 clips in. It's good to go. Enough said about this baby. We're going to push this baby back one more time. We're back to the UDR. UDR is a complicated truck, okay? There's always going to be maintenance. There's always going to be repairs. There's always going to be something broken, okay? RC is the game where you have to bash and break and fix. Okay, so this thing is very sensitive, okay? A lot of people complain about stuff. So if you want to get into the motor, you have to remove 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 8 screws down here, and then this plate will come over. Then you would get access to the battery. To the motor and the transmission. Okay. To put in your battery, you simply go in here. This is where the tray is, where the battery goes in, and this is where the battery goes in right there. So the battery is one thing I would say is easy to get into, but you do need to get some special batteries, like a Traxxas batteries, because nothing else seems to fit in there. And I'm gonna get this guy in later. Maybe if I can get it in right now, it'd be a good idea. There you go. Okay. So to access the electronics, the body got to come off. To access the motor, the bottom piece has to come out. So this is a complicated truck to work on, okay? So what about getting dirty? Okay, this guy right here, no matter how much I bash this, where I bash this thing is like something that just, if you watch my old video, it just fills up. It grabs leaves, dirt, grass, everything just goes in because the body is so wide. Everything just flipped over from the tires, hits the body, and lands inside. The fans just jam up, okay? So that's an issue with that. And I did build some flaps here that protected it a lot. And that worked out really good for me. But this one right here, I haven't bashed really yet. But let's see how it goes. Any repairs that needs to be done, we're going to record it. I'm going to show you guys that up front and close. Anyways, now what we're going to do is we're going to get the hell out of here. And we're going to go onto the grass field and test these two babies and put them to the test. Alright guys, so we got the Mojave and the UDR here. What we're going to do is we're going to launch them down and turn to the right, and let's see which one flips over or which one doesn't. Alright, so let's go for it. So I'm driving the Mojave, my friend here is driving the UDR. Ready? Go! That was a disaster. Do it here.
Ready?
Try to keep them spaced up. Ready?
Ready?
Go. The Mojave and the UDR upside down. They're both pretty much stuck.
We got a speed runner. UDR. Bump it. Bump it a little bit.
So pretty much you can't do sharp turns. That's it. Oh, wow. You guys saw that? These two vehicles right here are off the hook. Okay, so we got this UDR here and the Mojave here. So from what we experienced, what we saw, they both tend to flip over on sharp turns. So you gotta take it easy. But takeoffs, great. Runs, great. They're gonna do good on the dirt runs, dirt speed races. You're gonna be doing amazing, okay? Get some pedal tires. But other than that, they both can be launched. Send them, land them. The Mojave overall, only thing I like about Mojave is the body is nice and strong, okay? This body here, strong as well, but I noticed a lot of tire rubbing. Okay, on the body. Scraping tire. Okay, that's one thing I heard it a lot. Okay, other than that, we got Mojave over here. Mojave tend to collect so much crap in here, okay, which is not a problem. I do have a mesh here, so only thing I'm worried about is the ESC. ESC right now is packed. If you can see, it's still, even though I cleaned it up, the ESC still got leaves and stuff in there, okay? So I'm gonna have to take out the ESC. So I got this mesh, so in the future sake, I might be using this little guy, and I'm gonna probably just plant it on top of the ESC, and that's it. Other than that, UDR didn't tend to grab a lot of grass and stuff, so it's covered pretty much. I don't see nothing in there. My friend did bash this guy really well. Smashed it, bashed it. We took upside down some damages on the hood here, but that's fine. Other than that, nothing broke. And this baby is not perfectly good. Gonna do a lot of runs with this. Can't wait till the snow come out. Anyway, guys, do rate my video. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like. And don't forget to hit that bell and notification switch right there. And you guys will get a first response every time I put up a video. Give it a thumbs up. Subscribe. See you guys on the next one. So you guys can pick and choose how these guys are. This guy did get a little bit of modification for speed ones, meaning the gears and stuff. And it does have a sedative. Everything else is the same, stock and stock. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more videos.